All right, guys. Okay, I'm gonna revisit the Sportsman 2s. I did some work to them. By what's going on with the airspeed. I did want to move our liquid over a little bit. It may not be easy to see, but according to the chamber, that was semi-successful. Let's pull this valve out and see what we got. Okay, the valve tells quite a bit, and it's definitely better than it was. Yeah, you can see the lion's share of the liquid is still going straight, but there definitely is a light coating on the other side of the bowl. You can see the light coating on the valve itself, right? So that's pretty decent. I'm going to guess my favorite troll approaching target was complaining about the boat tail on my guide, so I fixed them up for him. By the way, approaching target, change your name to your real name so we know who you are. And then you can attack me all you like. That's all I'm going to say on that. Alright, if you're good, you'll notice what's different about this. And we did get... we took some measurements and we did improve the flow a little bit. We could go over that. I wanted to make sure I got this view right here. You can see it's all the way over to here, which is really not bad. And if you take a look, we've got some pattern all the way up to this side of the chamber. I'm gonna say that's pretty damn good. Give me your input on that, guys. You let me know whether I goof that up or not. Let's take a look at our flows. Okay, this is where we left off. And I did some work here, center of the cylinder, intake work. And by doing that, I got pluses everywhere. Not huge though, not huge difference, like 288, 290, all right, couple here and there. This went up 6, 4. We got a nice hit in the 300 range. We got 4 and 300 range, which is nice to see. And the swirl curve changed a little bit. It went up a little bit at the higher ranges. It went up on your new cut. But notice at the very bottom, it was lower. I'll take the lower. I would like it to be 0 until about 400, to be honest, and then start up to about 1700. That would be probably my favorite swirl curve. And then I did a little bit of work on the short side radius and the center of the cylinder a little bit more. And we were hit or miss. We were minus, plus, minus, 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 plus, 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 plus. Which kind of tells me should be about done with this. Okay, when I see minuses in the middle, not good. Now, I will tell you, the fuel spatter for this wasn't as good as this. So, in reality, I think this would probably make more power, especially on a high RPM deal, because we got nice boosts over 500 lift, right? Okay, so not quite 300 CFM, yeah. The best flowing Sportsman 2s, I haven't found anything that says what guys are getting out of these. I'm sure they're over 300. Probably 320 sounds about right, but I'm using a smaller port. I didn't gut these ports. They're probably about 315. Take a look at what happened with our swirl from this cut to this cut. Just went down a little bit, 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 up, 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 up. Okay. Which curve would I pick? This one from this one? I don't think it would make much of a difference, to be honest. They both have more than enough swirl. But by increasing the flow on this side of the bowl, you would think it would reduce the swirl. Trouble is, lion's share is still going on this side of the bowl, which is why our chamber is shaped that way. Right? It's got that angle for a reason. And it's filling this way, right? All right, I took some more air measurements, but I missed something somewhere. I think on this one, I think I only took the short side radius, and then I quit because the garage was getting too hot. But with this cut, didn't really change our roof speeds much. I went from 232 to 209. It actually got worse on my slower side. Not really what you want to see, right? And over here, we got much different as far as center of the cylinder and cylinder wall. We were almost identical here, but for a few extra CFM, we got to feed a little bit more into the center. That's what we've got. All right, guys. You know, another thing we haven't talked about is how I use air speeds versus how most guys port. I don't know how. I mean, this sheet I designed how I develop a port after done, tons of reading and research, but I've never seen anyone do it the way I do it. Let me know if you know somebody else that does it the way I do it as far as air speeds. Push rod pinch, the roof next to the bowl, short side radius speeds. In reality, you could pick a lot more points, but I think these are the really important ones you need for an intake port. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.